Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to another quick chat. Real quick, we got to talk about Miss Kandi Burruss, okay? Y'all know that the Grammys took place tonight, okay? And award-winning Grammy artist Miss Kandi Burruss slash former Real Housewives of Atlanta castmate had to be in attendance. And yes, y'all heard me say former, all right? That's because Miss Kandi did announce that she will no longer be a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta, at least when it comes to this upcoming season. She says that she is indeed taking a break. I know a lot of y'all are shocked, and I know a lot of you guys are super excited, okay? Because there were some things going on around Twitter where people were trying to say that Kandi pretty much ruined the Real Housewives because she wouldn't allow Phaedra to come back or whatever it was, girl. It is what it is. It's like for y'all to put all of that on Kandi as if other people didn't, contribute to maybe the downfall of the damn show or whatever. Stop that, okay? Hell, I feel like Nene kind of contributed to that with her, and her antics or whatever, feeling away about contracts and all of this other stuff. And I ain't gonna say Nene shouldn't have felt that way, but girl, she kept going on to a point where it was at no return for her to come back. We all did enjoy Nene on the show. So, I mean, that may have played a factor as well. Why y'all over there trying to say that Kandi was the reason for the downfall of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Girl, the audacity. But anyway, all right. I just wanted to come and give you guys the latest updates. Now, y'all know I did do a video the other day where we talked about Kenya Moore, and she touched on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she said that the announcement will be coming out soon. And I was like, girl, they don't really make no announcements. And shout out to one of my subbies because they had to let me know they do make announcements, okay? And they'll send something to People Magazine or whoever when they do make their announcements. So maybe Kenya was telling the truth that an announcement is coming soon, which is the reason why Kandi is in the clear to go ahead and let us know that she is not returning to the show. Now, we don't know if it has anything to do with her being released from the show. Bravo releasing her, whether it was her own decision to take a step back or whether the contract wasn't what she was willing to accept. Maybe they were trying to put her in the friend role, or maybe it could have been that they weren't trying to give her enough money. I don't know. We don't know. But what we can confirm is that she is indeed taking a step back. And I would like to know more of the details as to exactly why. It really ain't none of my business, but you know what I'm saying? I just kind of want to know. But anywho, I want to get into this article over there on Variety because Variety got the chance to sit down, or at least not sit down, but got a chance to pull Kandi to the side over at the Grammys and pretty much talk to her about Real Housewives of Atlanta and to see whether or not she was going to be returning. And they're saying that Kandi Burruss says she's leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says, I'm going to take a break. Okay. They said Kandi Burruss announced that she will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Bravo reality series she has appeared on since 2009. She discussed her decision with Variety's Mark Malkin on the Grammys red carpet on Sunday. Y'all, I am shocked. I'm not going, because I figured that they would bring Kandi back because of how long, she's been a part of the franchise and the built-in fan base and all of that. So I figured they would bring her back. So if they decided to release her, I'll be surprised. But I'm even more surprised if she is deciding not to come back on her own, because I always assumed that, Kandi was like, they're gonna have to fire me off the show. They're gonna have to fire me in order for me to let go of this chick, in so many words, okay? And this exposure and things that it brings to the other businesses and things that she has going on. So we'll see. But let's get into more. Kandi is quoted saying, I'm not really keeping up right now. She said when asked about the show, she says, I'm not keeping up. I already said it, so I'll tell you I decided I'm not coming back this year. It's been 14 seasons and they allowed us to sit around for a little too long. But during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things, and I got some nice big projects coming soon. So I'm super excited about those things, she says. She goes on to say, but it's not just that. It's just like after you really have time to think. And a friend of mine was like, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, well, I think because I've just been doing it for so long, it feels weird to think not to do it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a moment. I'm not coming back this year. So I don't know. I just recall Kandi being on one of her lives. I believe it was like an Amazon live or something. There was a video going around where Kandi said Bravo, they tripping. They take it too long to let us know what's really going on. Like they take it too long. Like what's really happening. So based off of that clip, and that was just maybe like 2 weeks ago when I saw it, it made me think that she had the desire and the interest to really want to come back. But maybe she had some things in limbo and wanted to see what they were going to do before she signed on to some other projects, because when you sign on to bigger acting projects, sometimes they definitely, like, based on how your contract is, they will restrict you from working on other things for like a very long periodical time. Okay, you probably can't work on no other shows or nothing for that whole year because you tied up with working on their show. So maybe she was holding out as long as she could to find out, the particulars and stuff. Either that, or this is just a nice poised excuse to put out there to avoid from saying they released me. So I don't know. But that's what's being said. They go on to say that Burruss joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta during the second season and is the longest serving cast member. Beyond reality television, she is a founding member of R&B, the R&B group Xscape, as well as a celebrated songwriter with co-writing credits on hits such as TLC's No Scrubs and Destiny's Child's Bills, Bills, Bills. Okay, so Kandi is really straight. She's good. She's set. I do wonder how Todd is feeling about this. Is he glad that she's taking a step back? Because every time we see Todd always wants more time with Kandi and stuff, right? She's filming the show. She's doing different acting jobs. She also has businesses that she's running, whether it's bedroom candies, whether she is going into the restaurant and she's working on that. And then I also believe that she has a group that she's managing as well. So Kandi always has a whole lot of things going on. So I definitely wonder how Todd is feeling about this. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Is he happy to kind of have his wife to himself? And I don't see anything really wrong if Kandi does make this decision to take a step back, even though she is going to continue to pick up other opportunities, which I do think she may pick up some opportunities to fill the space of not doing Real Housewives of Atlanta. But hopefully it gives her the time to, like, spend more time with her children as they're getting older and stuff. So, it might be a good thing that she's not returning at her own accord, but we'll find out a little later. But here's a quick video so that we can hear out of Kandi's own mouth exactly what she had to say about her returning or not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So check this out.
Housewives, tell me, what's the latest? How do you keep up? How do we keep up?
I'm not really keeping up right now. I'm not keeping up. I already said it, so I'll tell you. I decided I'm not coming back this year.
Why?
Well, it's been 14 seasons.
14?
Yeah, 14. And they allowed us to sit around for a little too long. Right. Because they was making a decision. But during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things. And I got some nice big projects coming soon. So I'm super excited about those things. But it's not just that. It's just like, after you really have time to think. And a friend of mine was like, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, well, I think because I've just been doing it so long. It just feels weird to think not to do it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a moment.
Okay, you just said take a break.
Well, no, I'm not coming back this year.
Ever.
Well, I would say, I don't want to say never because we're still going to do things together.
All right, so y'all just heard pretty much what Miss Kandi Burruss had to say, okay? So I will say this, with the hesitance and the eye roll that she gave when she kind of looked at the ground and didn't really want to look up to say that, she looked up like, it was like a bit of hesitance. She was like, okay, I'll tell you since I already, spoke on it. Let me go ahead and let you know that I'm not going to be returning or whatever. It definitely seemed like this was not a decision of Kandi's. Based on me watching that video, and I could be completely wrong when I say this, but I feel like it wasn't really a decision of Kandi's. All right. I don't know if they fully released her or if she was put in a position where she probably had to make that decision as far as, oh, y'all not giving me enough money. After all the time that I've been here, help building up this show or assisting with building up this show. Or if it's like y'all trying to put me in a friend role, I don't do that. Like, I'm not sure. And again, I'm not saying what my opinion is not a fact. It's merely an opinion and an observation. And looking at it, it does kind of seem like it was not a Kandi Burruss decision. Now, one thing Kandi did say was that they are going to continue to work together. So basically what she's talking about is Bravo. She and Bravo will continue to work together. And what I'm also believing she's talking about is Kandi and the gang. All right. At least that's what I would want to believe that she's talking about, because Kandi said last year that Kandi and the gang season 2 was coming back. So I would want to believe that it is, especially after last month, Chandrika, one of her hostess, came out to expose her fiance of cheating. And I'm like, girl, y'all better get them cameras up over there at Kandi and the gang so we can find out what's going on, because she caught her man cheating at their office that she and her man have together. He was cheating with some chick and she caught him on camera or whatever. So it's like, get the cameras up and rolling. I feel like Kandi and the gang, if Bravo properly invests in Kandi and the gang, they probably could be the black version of Vanderpump Rules. Like, why not? Why not give that to her? So I would like to see it. So it's like, yeah, she won't be doing Real Housewives of Atlanta, but in some way, shape, or form, when she says they'll continue to be working together, I'm thinking it's Kandi and the gang. At least I hope it is, because they did cancel the show. Like, what, 2 years ago, maybe a year ago or so, they canceled the show. So if they pick the show back up, because they do need stuff to show, because if the Real Housewives of Atlanta have yet to start filming or anything, and they're still trying to figure out their cast and things are delayed, what do y'all have coming on? Like, once Real Housewives of Potomac goes off, once Married to Medicine goes off, what else are y'all going to like play? Are y'all bringing back Summer House, Martha's Vineyard? Are y'all going to bring that back? Because that was a pretty good show, and I know they were filming last fall. So is that going to be up and coming and ready for the people to watch? What's coming up after these 2 shows? So hopefully they got the cameras up over there with Kandi and the gang so they can bring us that. All right, before Real Housewives of Atlanta comes back. But as we already know, they are making some changes. I do believe that Kenya Moore will continue to be a part of it, but we shall see. I don't know. I was thinking Kenya would still be in it, for the upcoming season. And now I'm learning that she's not. I would want to believe that Kenya will still be around, but I am really, really interested in who they are about to bring into the show. Now, I'll be honest, y'all, I did have a dream. I had a dream that Porsha Williams was coming back and she brought a friend. I can't remember who that friend was. It was like a familiar face though to me, but I can't remember exactly who the friend was. I don't know why the thought of Ming Lee is coming up, but it was definitely in this dream I had. I'm like, girl, why am I dreaming about these folks? Like, girl, it's really not that deep. Like, why are they in my dream like that? But we'll see. I hope Porsha coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta is just that, a damn dream and not a reality. But that's just, my opinion, girl. That's just what I'm saying. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. Some of y'all got exactly what it is that you guys wanted, which was for Kandi Burruss to not return back to the show. So there you have it. She will not be returning. She will be taking the break that she needs. And who knows, she might return in another season or 2. IDK, depends on how the next season flows. All right. But you guys go ahead, continue the conversation down below in the comment section. Make sure that you guys are liking up the video. If you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and do so. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, honey. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been trapping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer.